We just came back from the retreat, feeling quite overwhelmed. So many new ideas. The retreat really showed what true alignment is. Everybody is understanding the direction and has kind of a unified direction of where we're going, and that is a real game changer for me because it makes the path forward for the next year so much clearer. Would like to understand it one more time. Like, why are we doing the things we're doing, and can we do them better and differently? So we had these discussions multiple times. Like, I heard like you guys had discussions and like also like disputes in the past few weeks.
You cannot handle different error types, like throwing an error.
There have been so many changes over the past few weeks and months when it just comes to how you can build things, that I want to look at our process again and discuss with the team if our current process still is the best way or if there are faster ways to do it. So I think that will be quite an important, but probably also an emotional discussion, because you're looking at things that people are doing and you're questioning some of their decisions.
What we need to do is really, we need to, let me finish, Martin. Let me finish, Martin. Yeah, let me finish, right? We need to like go more the standard route. There was frustration, there was some shouting. I had to mute some colleagues, so but for me that's a great sign. We should from time to time reinvent the way we do things.
If we rebuild JSA now, what is the best way to do it?
And that's kind of the discussion we're having right now, where some people are saying, no, let's not rebuild everything. It's built in a good way, and it's future-proof anyway, which it is. But as we're kind of a team of builders, we also kind of continuously want to challenge ourselves to build even better, and we have identified stuff that to make it even better, also technology-wise. So that's currently the discussion ongoing.
It was really intense, and like we discussed so many different topics. For some of us, it was kind of coming back to realization that we need to focus on some essentials first before we move ahead. But we still need to do kind of both. So we need to focus on what our customers need now, but still what do our customers need later on as well. I'm just finishing up some tests and committing the changes.
I think the biggest takeaway is that we got ahead of ourselves, but in a totally positive way, because by getting ahead of ourselves, we kind of saw where our company will eventually be, and we built that, we manifested that, and now we're gonna pull back and we're gonna work even harder on our existing customers, and we're gonna be able to guide them much better. This is exactly how we advance. We need to go through these hard discussions.
Yeah,
Agree.
There were lots of words that were unspoken, and that came out during the retreat, and that was really good for our alignment.
So what we talked about at on Wildspitz on top of the mountain was that we were kind of getting ahead of ourselves. We were we split kind of our the development of the company in the next 2 years into kind of 3 horizons: Horizon 1, 2, 3. And the app that we built and launched on July 15th was what we now call the Horizon 2 app. Basically an app that helps teams and individuals stay aligned amongst each other and to kind of continuously track their personal and their team alignment. And on the mountain, we reviewed this app and said, yes, that's what we built and what we achieved is great, but Horizon 1, the existing product that like real current customers are using and that we're working with all the big platforms, still has some kind of big features and functionalities that are missing that we really wanted to have. We're going to the terrace, and I'm going to explain to you the Horizon models. So it's basically just 3 horizons, and it kind of builds on each other, like basically consecutive steps. And Horizon 1, Horizon 2, Horizon 3, right? And Horizon 1 is just about like building the best kind of job and skill data for your team or your company. And now comes Horizon 2, and coincidentally, that's exactly the product that we built for ourselves basically the first half of the year, that we launched to ourselves in July 15th. So roughly in November this year, we're going to start kind of going back to Horizon 2, which is kind of the product we launched to ourselves on July 15th. We kind of pause that for now. We're going to come back to it in November, and we're going to, we're going to ship it by end of February to basically the world. And Horizon 3 is something that we realized while it's using the thing we built in the first half year, while it's using it ourselves, we noticed, wow, this is actually something that not just teams need. It's actually something that many, many people can use for themselves. And H3 is really managing personal alignments, right? And this is all about just, understanding yourself, understanding where do you want to go, what's your true calling, kind of not knowing that immediately, but having a tool and a coach that continuously kind of helps you ask that question, what's my true calling, and tries to get you closer to that true calling.
Right now we're looking at the job and skill architecture that's currently live for customers. And they've been using this for some time, but after the retreat that we did, we noticed that there might be some features lacking. So we started to prototype a new version. So one of the major changes is that we're going to merge job and roles into one column. So you get a quick overview of how the jobs are related to the levels.
The process usually starts on this amazing notebook, which we'll hopefully at some point get new ones. And maybe I have an example here. Yeah, here, for example, you see like a few sketches where I'm trying things out or writing things down, and then I take these ideas and I start creating screens. But one of the major features that we're focusing more on again now after the Wildspitz is the job architecture, which is basically a feature or product that tells you which roles and people do you need in order to reach your company goals. So what we do is we ask a few questions about the company, and then we generate this like big architecture of all the different roles that you need in like a specific folder structure. And we started this feature about a year ago, and here you can see a lot of notes that I took and questions that I've asked myself, like how should it work, like do we need this, do we need that? And then I started with the first designs, which were more of like a table structure that you can see here. So here was like the job architecture, and then you can here you can see the job families, and it really looked more like this. And then over like weeks and weeks of iterations and probably like, I don't know, again, like 300 screens, we ended up coming to something that looks more like this. So you can see here like the job families, the clusters, the roles, and you have these cards with a nice shadow. We don't ship the first thing that could work. We always want to ship something that we think works and then learn based off of that version. Even though one of the features that I just showed you, we built it and we'll probably remove it again because we found a better way to do it. So we probably spend some time like perfecting the details of something that will never see the light of day. But that process also helps us to really think through all the functionality.
Here goes. Zeit? Ja, jetzt done.
Nice. Scheinbar müssen wir noch irgendwas besprechen.
Beers at one.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be so cool with this, like, I just like this page next to it. It's gonna feel much more like, fuck, I've been working in Word all the time, and I just had my Word document, and now I have the structure next to it, which is dynamic. I really love this information, this thing with this, the little green circle, this like pie chart kind of. This is so good.
There's a lot of work still to do.
And I think the messages, our path forward is so clear. We have maximum clarity on what our next steps are. Now we just have to execute brutally.